what's called the John Kostic Catholic Leadership Award. And many of you probably don't know John Kostic, but we'll give you a little bit about his life and also, to some degree, his legacy. John Kostic was born in 1984. He was born in Mount Holly. As a young boy, he was very involved in sports, very active in sports, but he also developed juvenile diabetes at a very young age, which is obviously very difficult for any young person to go through. When he first got juvenile diabetes, he always remained very positive and very confident in the midst of going through something like that as a young person. In high school, John was very active again in sports, and he was also very, very active in his church. He was involved as an altar server. He always helped the church with many different activities when he was in high school. When John finished his high school career, he went on to win the Presidential Scholarship to Rider University. And pretty much right when he got to Rider, he became very involved in the life of campus. He became extremely involved in Catholic campus ministry when he got to Rider University. He served in a lot of different capacities. Very sadly, though, on November 18, 2005, John Kostic and a number of his friends went out to Target, and on their way home from Target, after they had got the things they were getting, sadly and tragically, a tractor-trailer hit them from behind. It hit his car and 3 other cars, and very sadly, he was the only one that had a fatality in the midst of that. So after that, since he was such an important part of Catholic campus ministry and such an important part of the life of Rider University, his parents established a scholarship in his honor, and Catholic Campus Ministry established this annual Catholic Leadership Award to honor and remember him. And the Catholic Leadership Award always goes to someone who is very faithful and dedicated as a good leader, but also faithful and dedicated to Catholic Campus Ministry here at Rider University. They always say first impressions are important, and I'm the type of person that never remembers anyone when I meet them the first time. And most of the college students that get involved with me know it takes me months and months to learn their names. I call them their wrong name all the time. But I do remember meeting the person who's getting our Catholic Leadership Award this year. I do remember when we met for the first time, she had come to Mass after she transferred from another school. And when she came up for communion, she knelt down to receive Holy Communion. And you don't see that too often on a college campus. So after Mass, I pulled her aside and I was like, why'd you do that? It's so great to see the life of someone with such strong faith in their college years. And so we started talking. She told me how she was a recent convert to the Catholic faith, how she just transferred to Rider University, and how she was hopefully excited to get involved in Catholic campus ministry. And from there, she continued to get really, really involved in Catholic campus ministry. One of the things that really stood out with her was this past year, Catholic campus ministry celebrated 40 years at Rider University, so it was our 40th anniversary. And we didn't have a lot of historical records, so we really wanted to bring all of our historical archives into one common source. So we initially thought of her. She's a history and elementary ed. So what she did, which we were very happy with, she wrote a book detailing our whole 40 years of existence at Catholic Campus Ministry. She got independent study credits, and we're selling them at the reception for $10 if you'd like to buy one. But it was a great way of really bringing our historical records together and really really testifying to the works that Catholic Campus Ministry has done these past 40 years. So today we're very happy to give our award to Ashley Davison, who's graduating obviously this year of History and Elementary Education.
Thank you, Father. As Father mentioned, my name is Ashley Davidson, and I'm a senior here at Rider, graduating with a degree in elementary education and history. I've been involved with the Catholic Campus Ministry since the beginning of my Rider University career 2 years ago. I also was on the executive board at CCM as the spiritual chair. My first faith journey during college differs from that of many college students. I was not born and raised Catholic, but instead Protestant, and during my high school years, I lost that faith. I met someone who was Catholic, and my views of faith changed drastically. I began to learn about the faith during my freshman year of college, and during my sophomore year, I decided to go through the rite of Christian initiation for adults and become a Catholic. This decision changed the rest of my life for the better, especially throughout my college years. When I began attending Rider, I knew I wanted to join a Catholic organization on campus. I found CCM and reached out to them because I had felt that I had a lot to offer to the group. I also want to connect with other Catholics on campus who I could learn from and grow in my faith with. I frequented Saturday evening Mass, oftentimes lecturing and helping to distribute communion. Many nights during the week, I spent at CCM events held at the Emmaus House. This included Bible study, Wednesday night dinners, and for one semester, women's group. All of these events shaped the foundation of my faith. Bible study offered me the opportunity to preview the readings for the upcoming week and look closely at them to decipher the message of the readings. Many of these readings spoke to situations within my personal life, and I often found answers that I could then apply. Wednesday night dinners provided the chance for me to hear people discuss their faith journey, which were all unique, but also showed me that rough patches in our faith is normal and that we must work with God to get through those times. During my time here at Rider, I have gone to 2 retreats. I was a leader for the freshman retreat this past fall semester, and the other retreat was in February, which CCM teamed up with TCMJ. And both of these experiences helped deepen my faith and grow closer to God in a way I never thought possible. College life is the first opportunity for young people to let loose and continue to grow as an individual, but at the same time face many pressures. Many students are not as concerned or focused on building their faith, but rather fitting in with the college environment. Going to church is no longer a must because their parents are not at college to force them. When I step across the road to the Emmaus House, I often see over 25 people at Wednesday night dinners that are there because they want to, not because they have to. For me, staying close to my faith led me to feel alienated from other college students because they thought nothing of going to a party or doing something they shouldn't. This is not to say that I never did anything I shouldn't have. I often got into heated debates about different aspects of the faith because someone challenged my views or did not understand why we believe what we believe. Even if they did not understand or agree, I realized that the most important thing I can do for others is to lead by example. My actions are enough to explain what I believe by putting others first before myself. I see life as a faith journey. Mine began when I decided to become a practicing Catholic. My faith will never take back seat to the way I choose to live my life or how I practice it. I constantly strive to better myself in my faith, and I realized after going through college and holding close to my faith, I can live anywhere and I can do anything. At the end of the day, when I lay my head down on my pillow and close my eyes, I know that it's just me and God, and nothing else in the world matters. Thank you.